namaste, and a very, very good afternoon to everybody who's present here. So, today we have someone who is really, really special, and I have been wanting to invite somebody who has been a toy pruner. Yes, we have entrepreneurs, we have so many pruners, but a toy pruner for our Thursday for Toys. So, I am Hiran Bagadia, the admin of Vadodara, and I am here to invite Miss Priyanka. Hello, Miss Priyanka.
Hi, Hiran. How are you doing?
Very well. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you for coming to our show and accepting to be a part
Thank
of our
you.
show and also talk about your journey as a toypreneur mom. So, Priyanka is the founder
Mhm.
of the Witty Brain Toys, and today we are going to learn about her journey as a toypreneur mom. It must be so much fun, Priyanka, isn't it? When you're being a toypreneur mom, you're infested with toys all around you. Can you tell us a little about you,
Yes.
Priyanka?
Yeah. So I am a BE graduate. I was working as a software engineer earlier at Infosys, and then that did not interest me a lot. So content creation, technical writing was my forte. So I got into a firm. With technical writing. Then I had to quit my job because I was about to deliver my daughter. And then after 3 years, I really wanted to get into a business because I've come from a family with a business background. My parents are into business. My husband is into business. So business was something that I've always wanted to do. And then once my daughter was born, I really wanted to get into something that is related to a child, something that I can connect deeply with. So while I was, dreaming, usually you think at the night, what you're supposed to do, or how are you going to lead your life, and that's when the idea of getting into toys came. And then I had a discussion with my husband, and he was like, "Please go ahead." So that's how Witty Brain Toys was born.
Wow,
It
that
was an
was
overnight decision.
so. Wow, there was an overnight decision from a software engineer to
Hello.
a toypreneur mom. That's been quite a journey. That's nice. That's good to hear. And but why toys and not anything else for the business? Yeah. So, yes, Priyanka. So, why toys? What made you delve into this field? Why only as a toy pruner? Yes. Priyanka, can you hear me? Okay, so I think there is some network issue. So we heard from Priyanka that she was a fantastic. I mean, she was into software engineering and she wanted to start something new, and that's gave the birth of Witty Brain, and that is Braintastic. And looks like we have just lost connection with her. But imagine moving away from something that you have been working and to start something new is quite a journey, isn't it? So we will just wait for Miss Priyanka to come and we begin our session again with her. Till then, if you have anything to ask about what toys are required and what are the things that are required for a child at every age group, do look into our Thursday for Toys, the earlier videos that we have shared. Yes. Okay, we have Priyanka back. Hello, Priyanka. Can you
Hi,
hear
hi. So,
me?
yes, yes.
Yes, perfect. All right, that's absolutely fine. These are the things that we have learned during our virtual meetings. There is a network issue. That's absolutely
Yes, there
fine.
was a
So,
power cut. Yeah.
okay, okay. So, Priyanka, you mentioned that your journey started as a software engineer, and after the birth of your child, you were looking out for newer things to do, and that's when you decided to start as an toy pruner. But
Right.
what made you would think that, you want to delve only into this business and not anything
See,
else?
it started off like another reselling page where I, got toys from other manufacturers, and I was selling it. But then I had a thought that India, especially India, lacks a lot of educational toys. There are a hell lot of toys outside, but in India we don't find such toys. So that's when I, got in touch with a manufacturer, and I gave the concepts and designs to them, and then I got the first toy manufactured. That was our Phases of Moon, that you cannot
Okay,
find anywhere in India, right?
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
then
Yes.
yes, life cycle of four different categories, like mammals and fish and all that. So
Okay.
that's where I thought, India lacks, where I have to step. Maybe I could have a future in that. So I started conceptualizing and designing, those concepts that are usually not available. And then I we got into our own manufacturing thing, and that's how we've got from zero to where we are today.
Wow. Okay. So that explains the whole thing. Okay.
Right.
Can you give us a little brief about Witty Brain? What Witty Brain is all about? Why the name Witty Brain? I can understand, but I'm sure I want the audience also to know about the same. And
Yes.
what are these? Are there any specialized toys that you keep? Is there something in mind when you design such toys? I mean, I have like tons of questions to ask you, Priyanka. So let's start
Mhm.
with Witty Brains.
Yes. So originally it wasn't Witty Brain Toys, it was Braintastic Toys. And then we had to, get into a trademark process. And then unfortunately, Braintastic Toys was not available. Just when we had started, there was another brand as Braintastic Toys. So we had to let go of that name. That was very close to my heart because it was the first name. And then when I was, searching for more ideas on what toys, see, our toys are basically educational toys. So that's how the name Witty Brain has was coined.
Okay, all right. So I know the first name is so, I mean, you're attached to that, and when somebody else has taken it, I know the pain that comes through.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what are the kind of toys that you plan and design? What are the things that you keep in mind when you're
Hmm.
designing a particular toy?
Um, So
Is
my
that
daughter is 4 years old. So
okay?
as and when I'm teaching her, when I look for materials or stuff, educational stuff, that's when I know, okay, this is not found in India. This is where we are lacking, or this is not found. And that's how the concepts have come. Like, phases of moon, the landforms and water forms puzzle we have internal organs, these things, that when I was teaching her, that's when I was looking for material to teach. But it was found elsewhere, elsewhere in US and UK, and it was not in India. And that's how the concepts have come to us.
Okay. So, what age group toys do you
Um, we have from 8 months to 10 years as of now. 8 months,
okay,
we have the proper Montessori toys like object permanence box, the horizontal towel, and all that. And then
okay,
coming to 1 year, we have all these seriation. One unique concept of our seriation is it has 10 different sizes.
okay,
Rather than the regular seriation toys will have only four or five, but we have 10. The concept of sizes and the concept of numbers can also be thought through it. So
okay. With one
trying to make
toy,
little changes in whatever is available now to make it
okay.
more conceptual and more educational.
Absolutely, absolutely. What are the things that you keep in mind when you design a toy? Like, do you look into, using the materials which are, natural or something like that, or you just take what is available?
See, since our toys are based on concepts, after some days the child would be, even once the child is aware of the concept, they would not like to dwell more with it. So my concern is in making toys that are well, educational is fine, but also economical. Economical. So once they're done with it, you don't spend too much on it that you feel like, yeah, I've spent like 1,000 rupees on it, and the child didn't even use it for through 2 or 3 months. So our educational toys, basically they are priced within 500 rupees, 500 to 600 rupees, so that
Okay.
it is not a not very high end, or not very difficult for parents as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the main thing.
Yes. So you are very close to the, to Chanpatna, which is also the land of, the toy making factory,
Yes.
as we call.
Right.
Right. So, and just before our conversation started, we were talking about how the Chinese toys have invaded the Indian market since many, many years. So, would you like to
Yes.
tell something about it to our audience over here?
Yes, actually, the toy world currently in India is filled with Chinese toys. They're bombarded everywhere, but they don't adhere to safety standards. And yes, the concepts are very nice. I agree to it, but then considering the safety of it is not up to the mark. Unfortunately, India, especially from Chanpatna, the toys get exported to China, and we import the cheap Chinese toys from China to India. That's the situation.
Oh my God, that's a dangerous thing,
Yes, we give
because
them the safe toys and we take the unsafe toys.
so
That's why I think people will have to support more of Indian brands and Indian manufacturers.
absolutely. So when you say unsafe about a toy, so can you just
Mhm.
elaborate on that? That what all can be unsafe when we talk about, the toys? What are the things that a parent should see before
Mm.
they buy a toy?
Chinese toys, when they say wooden toys, they're actually not wooden. There is plastic mixed to it. So that's how the durability of Chinese toys are more, and they're priced at very, very lesser prices. So that's one thing. The second thing is the paints that are used. Child safe paints are very expensive, and the non-toxic paints are very expensive. The Chinese toys don't use the non-toxic paints. Same toy, if you have to make it with a non-toxic paint and a toxic regular paint, there would be a difference of 200 to 300 rupees only for the paint. So
Okay.
that's why the Indian, the safer toys are more expensive than the Chinese toys.
Okay, okay. So this is what I have been talking about. If you remember, all of you, that in our Thursday for toys, the toys that I present to you are always the toys which I mentioned to you about the paints. There are no toxic paints. The material is made out of natural wood, which is much better than using the one with the plastic, right? So thank you, Priyanka, that you also mentioned the same thing to our parents, and the importance of this. Is there any message that you would like to give to our parents and the educators in the group about whenever you're purchasing toys, or whenever you plan to, make toys, or anything as such?
Usually the toys that you buy should be child led. Whenever child needs something, you have to invest in it and see to it that they are not flashy with lots of colors, that distracts the child more than teaching them what you're supposed to teach. And look into toys that are one concept based at a time. See, if there are a lot of colors and lot of things that you merge into one toy, the whole idea of what the toy is gone.
Gone.
So you have to see what the child needs currently, and then buy the toys, not the flashy ones with too many lights and too much of noise and all that.
Perfect. Yes. So this is something that we need to take away from Miss Priyanka, that anything that looks too flashy, I think the children get attracted
Yes,
to it. But the child is just going to play it
it's
for
very
2 days,
distracting.
3 days, and then they are just going to leave it. But an
True.
educational toy, they are going to use it for a very long time, and it's going to be beneficial for them as well. Right? Yes. So it was wonderful talking to you, Priyanka. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
And I would also want to tell our audience that I am going to be presenting the toys from Witty Brains very soon, and keep looking out for the the about the details about that soon, which we will be uploading. So I wanted everybody to know that what is the journey of a toypreneur mom, what goes into a mind, when it's the mother who is taking up this, looking about the toys. They know the right thing because I don't know. That's the motherly love, that mother knows it all right, is all I feel. It's not that the fathers don't know anything about it. Fathers do know, but it's the motherly instincts that come up and, make us want to give the best to our children. And that's what we learned today from Toypreneur mom, Miss Priyanka. Miss Priyanka, thank you so much. We wish you a lot and lot of success with Brain
Thank you.
Witty, be
Thank you
from
so much.
small hunters and parent station. Really thank you for gracing our platform. Thank you
Thank you
so much,
so much,
Priyanka.
Kiran. Thank you so much for the opportunity.